Hello and welcome back to another video on the Tea Club. Today we are going to be reacting to a true story animation called My Perfect Memory Gets Me Straight A's. So let's go.
Don't you think it would be awesome to remember every single thing? To never ever be able to forget anything?
Well, I mean, it depends on the situation. If whatever you see is bad, then no, it wouldn't be awesome. But if whatever you see was good and you really want to remember it, then yeah, I guess. So I guess it would be awesome to remember everything.
Well, you're wrong.
I
And by
am?
the time I finish my story, you'll understand why.
Okay.
Before I go on, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. If you do this in the
Yeah, guys, remember to like the video on My Story Animated and to subscribe to their channel. My Story Animated posts new stories every other day, and they get better as time goes on, and you won't regret subscribing, so get subscribing now.
next 5 seconds, make a wish. And I promise it will come true.
Yes.
Hit that notification bell too. Somehow, I was born with the extraordinary ability to remember everything.
Where are you now?
I could talk before I was a 1-year-old.
No, you couldn't.
And at first, everyone was obsessed with me.
What?
My parents boasted to everyone who'd listen, and my 2 older sisters, Monique and Maribel, were always telling their friends about their awesome sister Maddie.
Many kids start talking early. There's probably nothing special about her.
You sure about that, Grandma? Because I don't know if there's a bunch of babies that just talk before they're 1 year old. Seems to me like you're jealous.
My grandmother said to my mom one evening. This was apparently enough to convince her that I was ordinary.
Well, your mother is easily
Then a
convinced.
burglar broke into our house.
Oh,
My sisters were at school, my dad was at work, and my mom was in the shower.
dang.
I was in my crib poking the eyes of my favorite stuffed toy when I saw a tall man dressed in black towering over me. I didn't scream. I just pretended to be a dumb baby. He picked up his
Oh.
phone, and I heard him say,
Yes, I'll be returning home when I'm done. Yes, 24 Park Lane, 5th floor, 2nd door. I'll have a big stash for us to sell soon.
You're an idiot to reveal your location in front of a living human being. Even if, yeah, she's just a dumb baby, like, you can't just be saying that. Don't reveal your whole location. Wasn't that part of the plan? Now it's because of you that you are going down. But you shouldn't be robbing in the first place, so that's kind of what you get.
he made a goofy face at me, then went downstairs. I heard a few noises, and then the door slammed shut. My mom ran out of the shower when she heard the door and came straight to my room.
Maddie, are you okay? I just heard the door. I wasn't expecting
No,
your
she's
father
not
until
okay.
later today.
It wasn't Dad. It was a man dressed in black. He made a funny face at me. My mom ran downstairs and screamed. Our television set was gone.
No.
She searched her room and all her jewelry was gone.
No.
He'd also stolen my father's safe.
No.
She called the police, who immediately came to our house.
Tell them what he looked like, Maddie.
He was tall, had blonde hair, black eyes, and a tattoo of a rabbit on his left cheek.
She's just a toddler.
Cops aren't gonna believe you.
She can't possibly remember that. This can't be
Yes, she
accurate.
can.
One of the policemen said,
No, wait. That sounds like the description of the serial burglar we've been after.
Yeah, the
she
rabbit
mentioned
boy.
the tattoo.
He's
Another
a
officer
dangerous
replied,
criminal.
I have his address too. He told someone on the phone he was going to 24 Park Lane, 5th floor, 2nd door.
Oh,
I said.
okay.
My mom's eyes opened wide.
You heard all that, sweetie?
I guess it's worth a try. Let's see if we can catch this guy.
A third
Oh.
policeman said. They left our house and my mom gave me a long hug and told me that she'd never leave me alone again when she went to shower.
Yeah, don't.
In about 30 minutes, there were news reporters at our house. They wanted to interview the parents of the toddler who helped to catch one of the worst burglars
You're about to go viral on TikTok and Instagram, I can tell you that.
in our town. My parents were flattered and were happy that they could begin boasting about me again. It was confirmed that I was not normal. 2 years later, I started preschool, but it was pretty boring because I knew
Was
everything
it?
they were teaching the other kids. Sometimes, when the teachers needed a break, they'd ask me to teach and go to sleep. I know it.
No, they didn't. That's not possible. You can't just teach. Like, that's the teacher's job. They have to teach, or they'll get in trouble. But imagine if that actually did happen. I can bet the classmates aren't gonna feel too good. Like, one of their classmates is teaching them. Like, they gotta feel crappy about that.
Sounds really funny, but this really happened. A year later in kindergarten, my new
No, it
teacher
didn't
told my
happen.
parents I could skip to the 6th grade, but they decided
Wow.
that it might not be the best decision. Besides, what 6th grader?
No, it's not one of the best decisions because you're gonna be lonely in 6th grade. You're with people that are way older than you and they don't want to be friends with you because you're 5 years old.
Would want to have a 5-year-old friend. I'd be too lonely.
Yeah, you would.
I made a friend named Stephanie, and although
That's
I was
nice.
way smarter than she was, we played together like normal kids.
Oh.
She had a fantastic
nice.
dollhouse, and we'd play with it for hours. As I continued growing, my sisters Monique and Maribel began struggling in school.
That's not
I
good.
saw Monique crying one night over a bowl of popcorn while staring
Oh,
at the blank
shoot.
television screen. What's wrong,
What happened? Did you fail something?
Monique? I asked.
I got a 0 on my social studies quiz again.
How come? You studied so hard the other night.
Well, I didn't remember anything the next day. The teacher said
Of course you didn't. Because no one remembers anything the next day because of stress. Like, when your brain is stressed, it gets rid of everything. That's why you don't remember everything. And that really sucks. Because you're drawing a big blank even though you studied hard last night.
if I don't pass the next one, I won't be able to go on the field trip with everyone else. She's
Dang.
so mean.
Can I see the paper? She handed me the multiple choice quiz, and I instantly knew all the correct answers, although she was a few grades above me.
Oh.
But this is so easy, Monique. Here, I shaded the correct answers for you. Maybe the same questions will come on the next quiz. My sister smiled, but I could have sworn I saw her scorn as I left the room.
Oh.
The next week,
That sucks.
she refused to speak to me.
What?
So I asked Maribel if something was wrong.
She was really
No.
upset when you showed her the correct answers on her quiz. She thinks that you were showing off that you're a genius.
Me?
Oh,
A
come
genius?
Of course. You get straight A's.
Yeah, girl, what do you think? Talking before you're 1, getting offered to move up to the 6th grade when you're not supposed to, and giving the right answers on a test that's like way above you, that's not just ordinary stuff. Yeah, you're a genius.
Many people are jealous of you. They just don't say it. Heck, I'm jealous of you too sometimes.
Yeah.
But I know it's not your fault. Let's just hope that Monique comes around.
Years later,
Ooh.
Monique was still barely speaking to me, but I was still friends with Stephanie.
Wait, did you say years later she wouldn't speak to you? Oh my god, this sister holds a grudge.
We ended up in all the same classes through elementary and middle school.
Oh,
Now we
yay.
were going to the same high school,
Oh,
but it wasn't the same.
it wasn't?
She became very distracted by boys. She couldn't
Oh,
think straight around them, and she was obsessed with the idea of finding a boyfriend.
oh,
She stopped
crap.
studying, doing homework, or anything
Crap. She's getting clouded. Her mind is being clouded. Oh no.
related to school.
Oh no.
Steph, what are you doing with your life?
Yeah, what are you
You
doing?
can't spend all your time obsessing over these guys. You've got to find a balance, I
Oh.
told her one day. She wasn't too happy about that and stopped talking to me for about a week. Then, on the morning of our biology test, she sent me a note. It read,
Hey, can you pass me the answers? I didn't have any time to study. Just show me while the teacher's head is turned away.
I gave her the answers that time because it had been a very lonely week.
Aw,
I had no one
I'm
else to
sorry.
talk to. We both got 100% for that test, and she was very happy.
Oh.
We started hanging out again. But do you know what she did next?
What?
She tried to make it a habit.
What?
She'd constantly ask me for test and quiz answers, and
What kind of friend is she? And I feel really bad for you because that's your only friend. Oh.
sometimes she even
Can't
expected
exactly
me to
cut
do
the
her
friendship.
homework. I did for a while, but eventually I told her I couldn't do it anymore.
Oh.
I hated being a dishonest person, and giving her the answers
Yeah, I would
wasn't
too.
really helping her. She didn't see it that way, and she made school a total nightmare for me.
I'm
As
really
I was
sorry.
walking through the hallway,
Yeah, my money.
morning, Kevin, a boy from my math class, said,
Wow, Maddie, I didn't know you were capable of doing something so horrible.
What?
"What do you mean?" I asked.
You stole Stephanie's boyfriend. Isn't she your best friend?
"What?"
Does Stephanie even have a boyfriend? Like, with her obsession, I don't even know if she does.
She said she caught you two kissing in the computer lab yesterday.
That's ridiculous. She doesn't even have a. But he was gone before I could finish. That day, everyone was pointing fingers at me and calling me Boy Snatcher.
Alright guys, that's where I'm gonna stop today. If you want to check out the rest of the story, be sure to check out My Story Animated. My Perfect Memory Gets Me Straight A's. It's a good video, and lots of people can agree with me. You won't regret liking the video and subscribing to the channel, as I said. And, well, what do you think about Stephanie? Maddie, did you think she is stealing Stephanie's boyfriend, or do you think she's being mean to Stephanie? What do you all think? Anyway, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video for more reaction and mobile game app videos, and I'll see you next time. Also, sorry about the echo that this video is going to have. I have to unmute my mic for you to hear me, and hopefully I can figure this out by next week. See you next time.